Abel here with World Standard Audio, and I've decided to start creating a video series on my YouTube channel where not only do we talk about tips and tricks in the music industry, but also I'm going to sit down and interview some of the industry's most influential people, whether it's fashion, fitness, music business, anything that has to do with the world of entertainment and lifestyle. Not only are you going to be getting exclusive content, but also we're going to provide you with opportunities that's going to help you and your business. Hey, what's going on, guys? Abel here with World Standard Audio. We're here live in Denny's, and I'm here with a great friend of mine, a good colleague. He's been in the industry for many years. Some of you may know him, some of you may not, and if you haven't, this is Rene.
What's up, guys?
He is one of the singers. Well, he used to be a singer from Menudo, which I think he's going back on tour with them. Menudo was a very big group in South America. These guys had multiple platinum selling albums. These guys had Grammy nominations. I mean, well,
it's a really cool group. It's a history. You know, it's a part of history as far as Latin music, and it's an honor to have been a part of that group. And now I'm definitely a part of the reunion tour, and I've always continued to be a musician, no matter what. I'm always going to be a musician. You know, it's a part of my blood.
Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because you know me, guys. I do everything raw and organic, and I always like to grab the content when people least expect it. So, Daniel, I have a few questions that I'm sure my audience would like to know. As a musician and as an independent artist, what can you say are some of the toughest things that you're going through right now, even though you've already gone through what you've gone through, like getting back onto the touring and doing your own solo thing? As an independent artist today, what are some of the toughest things you're going through? And let's just go through that first. Yeah.
So,
just want to get so much info.
I'm gonna go a little deep with it, only because more than the whole figuring out how to market yourself, and you know, this is a business. You know, as much as we all love to jam out and have fun creating, which by the way is definitely my favorite part of this whole process of creating an album and writing for other people and producing other people and having someone else's heart kind of come through on a song that I'm a part of. I think more than anything is gaining the balls and the security in yourself to just go forward with it, you know? To not let your own self-doubt screw you up and hold you back. And you know, I've been in the industry since I was 7 years old. I'm not 7 years old anymore.
And how many Grammys have you won?
No, I won one, and I was nominated for a couple of other awards, and it's I even say that it was by accident that happened. You know, and the reason why I say that was because the song that was the winner was used. You know, with all the drama that goes on in this industry, you know, sometimes you don't have a choice when songs are used sometimes, and I didn't really have a choice when that song was used. And when I was told that song was going to be used and not on my own album, I then, you know, got upset and I got pissed off, and how dare you, this was supposed to be my single, and at the end of the day, look what happened, you know what I mean? And I was just grateful that it happened the way it did.
Okay, now let me ask you this other question, okay? Because you know I'm gonna start sucking out the juice out of you today, man. I know these guys are pretty, you know, my audience. My audience is a lot of great talent. There's a lot of people in this in my network that are trying to become successful and try to get to the level and caliber that you have. Now, as far as work ethic, what can you say as an independent artist starting off? Because I know a lot of artists have a lot of ego trip. What can you say about having good work ethic, and what are some of the examples of good work ethic as an independent artist growing?
All right, so you got to stay focused. Focus is number one, you know, and it's not an easy thing to do. I consider myself someone that has ADD in the sense of when I go to create something, I may then get inspired to start creating something else, and then that will inspire something else, and then by the end of the day I've like started 5 ideas, but I haven't really finished one, you know what I mean? And that's a really big problem. At the end of the day, it's awesome that you're being so creative, you know, and I'm grateful that, you know, creativity goddess comes to me when she does. I just, you know, it's hard to like lock one down and decide, okay, this one I'm gonna finish. Focus, you know, once you finish something, then put it out, get people's opinion, you know, move forward with the plan. Don't just kind of leave it there as something that you're developing, and right, and it'll just stick there, you know what I mean? And then it's like just stuck there. Nobody's heard it except for you and your own pretty ears, and that's it. That's where it stays. If you don't take this, you know, that next step and just push it out, how are you going to know what to do next?
Okay, and how about professionalism? I am a very firm believer of being very extremely professional, because a lot of artists in my network have had issues where they really don't know how to switch that
Into
gear and being when it's time for being artist mode and being a professional, and the fact that other people are actually they actually get a little surprised when they see somebody professional. They're not used to somebody being so professional. I guess they're used to being around circles where their work ethic is not that great, maybe more towards like the hip hop community, or where there's just a lot of unprofessional things. What can you say would be the best way to kind of balance that out of being the businessman and then being the artist and being professional?
In order for me, I'll talk about myself. I think that being an artist is easier than being a professional.
Yeah, right.
Being an artist is easy to just be creative and not have to think about the real life side of this industry. It's not all pretty and glitz and glam and the this and the video and creative and the da. I mean, a huge part of it is, but if you don't know how to, take it to that next step, that next level of actually going through with it, but you have to do it being responsible. You have to do it making it on time, expecting things from people around you. And if they don't come forward and meet up to what you need them to do for you, because we can't do things alone. I can't do anything alone. Not crap, not anything. I can create this music, I can write it, I can record it, I can mix it, and I can even master it if I feel like it. But I cannot release something by myself. I have a team.
You have a team.
You gotta pick your team, small or large. I prefer to stick with the smaller teams.
But efficient. Small and efficient.
Small, and each person does their 5 jobs, but those 5 jobs and those people do their jobs like it's, tight. And I know that I can count on them. I've worked with them for 20 plus years. No exaggeration. I've always stuck with the same people. That's another one. Create a family. Don't create friends. You know what I mean? Because you can't just work with friends.
Yeah.
Work is work.
Business
fun time is fun time. Exactly. You know what I mean? I don't go out with friends.
That was a great gem.
I don't go out with people that I work with necessarily. It's awesome if somebody I vibe with, work-wise, I become a very close, person in their life and them in mine. I don't define a good work partner or a good work, associate defined by my friendship with you. You and I have done a lot of work with each other for many years.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I would consider a friendship to be something
which I do appreciate 100% for this.
It's true, and really, I've known Abel for a very long time, a very, very long time. And I think that it was based on the work relationship, based on us knowing that our talents were very different, and yet we both brought something, very big to the table. And anytime we've ever done anything, it always works out very, very well and very pretty and very beautifully, and easy, Sometimes things that are worth it don't come easy, but when this is concerned, it does come pretty easily. And I don't consider people that I work with friends. I don't need them to be my friends. I need them to be people that I get along with.
Exactly.
I'm not a fighter. I'm not a drama guy. I don't like to create stinks where there shouldn't be. You know what I mean? I just need you to do your job so that I can definitely do mine as best as my ability. You know what I mean? And mind you, and half the time I fall short of it. I don't always do the best job that I can do.
Try your best.
But I try my best. If I've got a call time, I make it there 10, 20 minutes before. If I've got an idea that's floating in my mind, but I've got something else to do, what takes priority? You know what I mean?
Alrighty.
I don't make people wait for me. And if I do, I am ridiculously apologetic about it. Crap happens sometimes. You can't control everything. There's really little that you can't control, but we can't control ourselves.
You can't control ourselves.
We do,
You hold the key to your career at the end of the day. And let me ask you a question now as far as finances. I know this is going to be the last one because I don't want to take up too much of your
You're fine,
juices, but it was kind of a short notice thing. As far as finances, I know the majority of the artists in the network, they're starting off or they've been in the game for a while, and obviously they're not making money with their music yet. Now, as far as making these financial investments, getting this small team together, I'm sure getting a small team together is not free, especially if you want because that's the thing. A lot of people want a team and support, but they're expecting for people to do something for this imaginary percentage that still doesn't even exist yet.
Right.
You know
what
I
is
mean?
the percentage if you're not making
of
anything?
zero? Yeah, that doesn't exist, especially if you're going to get somebody that's legit in this business. So what can you suggest to the indie that's watching this right now as far as managing their finances?
Be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. If you know that you ain't got money in the bank, and you cannot be hiring other people. And if you want that money in your bank so that then you can forward your career, well, then you got to do whatever it takes to get that money in your bank. Do the smart move, think longevity, think what can I do now to help my future? You know, where do I have to perform right now, for how long? If you got to find, you know, a bar, a little loungy place, a little
Ain't no
gig.
shame in a 9 to 5 at first.
If you're a great lead singer, you've got what it takes, and you're writing, you're producing, you're singing, you've got the chops, but you don't have a way to get it out there right now, except for just posting it, and you don't have enough followers. Well, then maybe you need to go be a background vocalist to someone just to gain some money, save up, you know? Be a good responsible human being. Save up for a long-term plan,
and sacrifice. Because I see a lot of people that they say that they're sacrificing, but yet I see you guys on Instagram posting videos of weed and posting videos that you're in the club. But then they, you know, and then when I have these conversations, I can't afford studio time. I'm like, yo, I'm looking at your Instagram right now. For the last 2 weeks, you've been partying. Money, you're posting pictures talking about you at the club.
Yeah, the lifestyle that a lot of people think that you need to pretend to like to live.
Yeah, they're trying to fake it till they make it.
Yeah, there's no faking it until you make it here. Just worry about yourself, worry about your own 2 feet and where they are at all times. Don't worry about what other people think, because no matter what, you're never going to please everybody. I don't.
Ooh.
I don't.
Some heat right
and
there.
It took me a long time to like get to a place where I just found myself not really caring with respect. You know what I mean? I don't expect everyone to like my music. I don't expect everyone to always care, really. You know what I mean? There's so much talent out there. There's so much talent in the world that who am I except just an insignificant little atom of a cell, you know, in the world. And
all you
same
can do
thing
is
goes for everybody.
best.
All you can do is just do your best and kind of have a plan.
I'm a firm believer,
Stick
though.
to it.
I'm a firm believer that if you do have the chops, like you said earlier, which you mentioned, you want it bad enough, you're gonna do whatever it takes. Because a lot of people don't do whatever it takes.
And
you know what I
mean
mean?
That you got to do bad stuff.
And don't do anything illegal, guys. You know, because
there's no need for it. There's just no need for it. You know what I mean? There's no need.
But hey, if you're gonna have to sacrifice weekends, you know what I mean. If you want to sacrifice going out to the club, you know how many doctors I know that they tell me today, hey, listen, I had to sacrifice going out because I had to stay studying for my medical exams, and now they're doctors.
Listen,
you know
I didn't go to a regular high school. I was on tour when I was 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I was on an airplane. I got my diploma on an airplane. You know, and as some people hear that and they're like, oh, that's not fair, and I wish.
Still ain't easy.
I promise you, if you went to a high school prom, guess what? I'm jealous of you. Woo. Because I didn't have a childhood the same way that most people did. You know what I mean? And that sucks to a certain degree. I'm honored and grateful that I did, and you know, I did do what I did do when I did it. I want to say that it's not always, you know, be careful what you wish for is what I mean to say.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Knowing that this decision you made to get in this industry, there is a big price behind it. You know what I mean? There's a very big price and there's a big sacrifice.
I don't even know what a social life is anymore. What is a social life? I haven't gone to a club in years. I have not gotten drunk. I have not done stuff like that, which by the way, I don't necessarily condone or go against either. You know, whatever works for you, go have fun. But know when it's the right time to have fun. Know when it's the right time to work. And in the beginning, until you're at a certain level, at least for me, I got to focus on what I need to do to get it done.
Yo, man, thanks so much for that heat, brother.
Love
Yo,
you,
that guy just left me, motivational as hell, man. If you guys wasn't taking notes, or if you don't find this at all somewhat appealing, this business is not for you. I'm telling you right now, this is definitely not for you, man. And by the way, introduce yourself to he's one of the top guitarists.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Freddie.
And where can they follow you, Freddie?
Instagram.
I'm gonna post the links before. He's a guitarist. They're actually having a meeting right now.
He's going on tour with me now. We start in Peru next month.
Yeah, but we're actually kind of like having a little meeting, and I kind of wanted to put out the camera, you know me. But
for those of you who need some help out there and need some pointers, definitely get in touch with Abel, man. He knows his shit.
Yes. I appreciate it, brother. They know. But all right, guys, if you could give one more tip. All right, I'm talking about one advice he can give the indie artist right now that's watching, and this is like a life hack right here.
Stick to yourself. Stay true to yourself. And whatever you feel inside your heart that you want to do, whether it's metal, pop, R&B, dance, you want to act a fool and be serious, wear tux, wear jeans, do whatever makes you happy and stick to it. Because that's what's going to make you happy.
Yo, love that, man. Love that. Some heat right there. All right, guys, you already know what it is. Your boy Abel here with World Standard Audio. We're going to cut the interview short. We're going to put all the details in the bottom of their Facebook pages, their Instagram pages where you can follow them. And remember, guys, you guys keep making music. We're gonna keep pushing it.
Never stop.
See you guys later.